Mama June finally wins Kaitlyn's custody battle. Big victory. The long and turbulent road to securing full custody of her granddaughter Kaitlyn has finally come to a close for June Shannon, better known to fans as Mama June. After years of legal back and forth, emotional upheavals, and public speculation, the matriarch of the Shannon family has emerged victorious in a court battle that has gripped fans of reality television and family drama alike. This custody decision marks a monumental shift in the life of a family that has seen more than its share of controversy, healing, and hard-won growth. For Mama June, this legal triumph is not just about winning a court case, it's about reclaiming her family, rewriting a narrative stained by addiction and estrangement, and building a future rooted in stability and love. The victory comes at a time when the Shannon family seems to be reestablishing their bonds. And for Kaitlyn, it could signal the start of a brand new chapter surrounded by the love and structure she's long deserved. The custody war that shook the Shannon family. The custody battle over Kaitlyn had been simmering for years, ever since her mother, Anna Chickadee Cardwell, was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Kaitlyn, who had been primarily under Anna's care, suddenly found herself at the center of a custody maelstrom as her mother's health deteriorated. Multiple parties expressed interest in her well-being, but it was June who stepped forward with a fierce determination to secure legal guardianship. Tensions flared within the family. Extended relatives voiced concerns. Court filings painted a chaotic picture, as reports emerged detailing who had what role in Kaitlyn's upbringing and who was best equipped to care for her now. Some questioned whether June's past, particularly her highly publicized battles with addiction and legal trouble, would disqualify her from being entrusted with full custody. Others stood firmly in her corner, believing that the June of today was a far cry from the woman America once watched spiral out of control. Through all the courtroom drama, one constant remained: June's resolve. She stayed the course, met every legal requirement, and showed up time and again, not only in courtrooms, but in Kaitlyn's life. Slowly but surely, she rebuilt trust and credibility, not only with her children, but with the legal system that once looked upon her with skepticism. A changed woman for a new era. Mama June's legal win would not have been possible without the undeniable evidence of her transformation. Gone are the chaotic days of public meltdowns and estranged family ties. In their place stands a woman who has taken accountability, pursued sobriety, and worked tirelessly to prove that she is capable of providing a safe and loving home. The courts don't grant custody lightly, especially when children are involved and there's a history of instability. But June brought receipts, drug tests, rehabilitation documentation, character witnesses, and financial records, all underscored her commitment to creating a new environment for Kaitlyn. Judges took notice, and perhaps more importantly, so did Kaitlyn. While June's own relationship with her daughters has often been fraught with conflict, the past 2 years have seen a slow but meaningful thawing. Reconciliation moments once thought impossible began to unfold. Honey Boo Boo, Alana Thompson, who at one point had chosen to live with her sister Lauren Pumpkin Eford, began engaging more deeply with June again. Pumpkin herself, who had taken on the role of mother for her younger siblings, started to recognize the steps June was taking to become whole. This victory in court wasn't just a legal milestone. It was emotional proof that transformation is possible, and that sometimes second chances do come. A new home for Kaitlyn. Now with custody secured, Kaitlyn is expected to move into a more stable and consistent living arrangement under June's care. For a young girl who has endured the trauma of watching her mother's health decline, the upheaval of custody disputes, and the uncertainty of where she would land, this could finally be her chance to breathe. June is reportedly preparing her home to ensure it's suited for a child Kaitlyn's age, from education plans to therapy sessions and extracurricular activities. Gone are the reality show-style living conditions of chaos and unpredictability. In their place is a home that reflects effort, foresight, and commitment to a new kind of future. Kaitlyn, who has spent much of her young life surrounded by cameras, social media drama, and shifting adult dynamics, may finally get the peace and quiet she needs to heal and thrive. While the cameras may still roll occasionally, because after all, this is the Shannon family. The focus now seems to be on creating a real, grounded life from the Shannon family. Reactions within the family have been mixed but largely supportive. Pumpkin, who has long played the role of caretaker and protector for her younger siblings, was initially wary of June's intentions. But sources close to the family suggest that even she has come to recognize the genuine change in her mother. Though their relationship has been deeply complicated, there's an unspoken agreement forming, one centered on Kaitlyn's needs above all else. Alana has reportedly been emotional over the decision, grateful that Kaitlyn will be staying within the family. For her, this win is not about legal strategy, but about keeping the family from fracturing further. With Kaitlyn's placement no longer in limbo, the sisters hope to support her in ways that honor Anna's memory and foster genuine connection. There are also whispers of a memorial fund or foundation in Anna's name, focused on helping children who have lost parents to cancer. If those plans come to fruition, Kaitlyn may one day take an active role, honoring her mother's legacy in the process. A legacy reclaimed. For Mama June, winning custody of Kaitlyn may be her most meaningful victory yet. It's not about ratings, publicity, or tabloid stories. This moment is about reclaiming her role as a caregiver and protector, despite every misstep that once made it seem impossible. Her journey has been marked by lows that would have broken others. From drug charges and financial ruin to fractured family ties and nationwide criticism, she's walked through fire. But this court ruling stands as a testament to how far she's come and what she's still capable of achieving. While the world may remember the spectacle of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo or the train wreck episodes of Mama June, from not to hot, there's something far more grounded happening behind the scenes now. A woman is rebuilding her life. A child is finding her new home. And a family, once defined by chaos, is beginning to redefine itself by love, redemption, and resilience. Looking forward. So what happens next for the Shannon clan? June's immediate focus is on providing Kaitlyn with structure, support, and healing. But beyond that, there's talk of a new chapter for the entire family. Rumors suggest a potential spin-off focused not on antics and dysfunction, but on the recovery and reformation of a family that has seen too much pain, and yet still chooses to come together. If such a project comes to pass, it will likely showcase the highs and lows of this transition, giving viewers a more mature look at the family they once saw through the lens of outrageous television. But even if the cameras go away, one thing is clear: this custody win has reshaped everything. For Kaitlyn, this means entering adolescence with the stability that's eluded her for years. For June, it means a second chance to be the mother, and now grandmother, she always hoped she could be. And for the extended family, it means new opportunities to connect, reflect, and build something stronger than what was there before. A final word. Mama June's custody victory is a turning point, not just in her own life, but in the legacy of the Shannon family. It proves that even the most unlikely redemption arcs can become reality with enough work, love, and intention. Kaitlyn's future is no longer a question mark. It's a promise, one that June is finally in a position to keep. As the dust settles and the court documents are signed, one thing rings true. Against all odds, Mama June has stepped up. And this time, the spotlight isn't on scandal. It's on hope.